Hello everyone, this is Super Dimensional Bun. Today I'll be doing an unboxing and review of Bandai's 1/144 scale non-grade Gundam Leopard from the anime series New Century Gundam X. This kit was released in 1996 and retailed for 500 yen. So, yep, and for the 30th anniversary I decided to go ahead and build this guy. I've had this one in my backlog for quite a while. This was number 3 in the series, along with Gundam X, Gundam Airmaster, and a bunch of other stuff. So here's some of the other kits in the series. Yeah, so there is an upgraded version of this. Was the Gundam Leopard Destroy, I believe. Yeah, that one is red. Anyway, so here's some of the painted pictures on the box. Yeah, so this is one of those old non-grade kits, just like the Gundam Wings. And for comparison's sake, this is like a typical high-grade size box. It's like, you know, a quarter of the price. Anyway, all right, let's go ahead and take a look what's inside. So we got the owner manual, instruction manual, so the painted kits. Pretty cool looking. We got some illustrations on the back. Some pictures of all the open missiles and Gatling guns. Painting guide. And the 3 pages of instructions. Alright, let's go ahead and take a look at the sprues. So, whoops, go ahead and open them up. Alright, first blue sprue. Oh man! Hold on for a sec. Alright, where was I? Interruptions again. So, first set of sprues. We got the polycaps, the old school polycaps from Gundam Wing. These are exactly the same ones. Alright, then we got the teal sprues. See the main big giant Gatling gun. The shoulder missiles. We got some of the armor here. The head, part of the head at least. Shins. Shoulders. Alright. Then the second and last bag. Oops. Alright. That was the stickers. Oh, interesting. You know, I've had these for years. I didn't realize they were both multicolored sprues. Anyway, so this is the rest of the turquoise color. Alright, we got the backpack, part of the shoulder piece for the left arm. Yeah, that's pretty much it. So you see the Gatlings there. The forearms, the back skirt, and the legs. Alright, let's move to that side, and then last but not least, the white parts for the thighs and and biceps and the waist, and the head, of course. And then feet, one beam blade, parts for the Gatling gun, grenade launcher. Oh, that's the storage for the knife. Alright, parts of the chest, 2 missiles that go into the knees. And the yellow parts. And that's it. And then you got the stickers. So these full stickers, they're not very good in the sense that they're slightly misaligned. I don't know if you noticed that. You can see here with the little black lines. This one hits the corner of that one piece. This one's a little off. I don't plan to use them. So anyway. Alright. So that's it for the sprues. A simple kit. Hopefully it'll be a quick build and I won't be disrupted too much. Alright, Well, see you soon. Alright, I'm back, and you can see here I put everything together. Overall, not a bad looking kit. Now, for purposes of this video, the only thing I really did was, put some lining or fix up the face a little bit, just so you can see it a little bit. So, not a bad looking kit in my opinion. Yeah, I mean, but obviously there's going to be a lot of work that needs to be done. Yeah, let's just start off with the articulation. Now the head spins 360. All right. The arm, well, at least it's pretty tight actually. The right arm can spin, but it can't bend outward. That's as far as it goes because there's a little shield on his arm, and well, it's bulky. And then the left arm, I mean, without this giant Gatling, you could bend it you can turn it 360, but that's as far out as it would go. There's the old polycap in the elbow, so that can spin 360. Just same with the right arm, all right? And then the hand is also ball joints, so that can spin 360. One interesting point with this arm is that the grenade launchers can slide outward when, I guess, in use. The shoulder, see here, opens up the more missiles. The backpack just fell off, but we'll talk about that later. All right, so now the hips can't, the waist can't turn too much unless you pull it up out, so then it'll clear the rear skirt armor. Then you can just twist this thing as much as you want, but obviously there's a gap right there. It'll look kind of weird. Now pulling this up does give the polycap in the waist a chance to turn a little bit, or twist a little bit, but once you push it down, well, you still get a little bit of a twist. Okay, legs split this far apart. That's right, you got these side skirt armors that also go outward, but they can twist as well since they're pegged in by polycaps. Okay, legs is the old, I don't know, double articulated polycap. Okay, so yeah, I don't know what's the best pose for this. I think you have to bend it forward a little bit. All right, feet, so you have these ball and socket joints. It wasn't until later, I guess, they started putting the socket in the foot as opposed to in the leg. Now that kind of limits the articulation a little bit, or an articulation, poseability, I'm sorry. And then foot goes that far back, that far forward. All right, let's talk about the rest of the kit. Okay, as you can see, the backpack is not very well secured in there, but that's fine, seriously, because, it's, unless you play with it a lot, you can always glue it, right? But if you're just going to pose it, it's completely fine, unless you're doing some kind of lying down pose, and it might slide out. You got the beam knife stored in the leg. It kind of bumps up against the side skirt armor, so just FYI. So you can see right there, a little bit of an issue. Oh, that's right, you also got these knee missiles. Interesting. All right. Cool? Kind of cool, I guess. All right, and of course you can pop out these missiles. They're secured by, I guess, a slot. It's not a peg. I guess it's more of kind of a rectangular peg, so you can always pop it out, pop it back in. Last but not least, you got the Gatlings in the chest. So you just got to pop them open. Now, the one thing I don't like about that, it's kind of cool, is that they are secure when they're down. They tab into, I guess, on the underside of these Gatlings. So hear that click. But if you paint this kit, it's going to rub against that paint quite a bit. So something to be careful about. All right, and the last thing about this kit is the giant Gatling. So the first thing you'll need to do is remove the hand. Now what I'm worried about is that the constant pulling and plugging and unplugging the hand will wear down the ball joint in this polycap ball joint. So try not to do it very often. All right, so this honestly is not the best way to do it, but yeah, it's hard to really get it in the right position, honestly. You open up the cover, and the thing about this is that I'm not sure about, it could be that the peg is a little too wide or something, because you can see there's quite a gap right on top of the Gatling gun. Anyway, open this up. You also slide this, turn this part down. Alright, then you can fit the arm inside the giant Gatling, and I tried to do it with the hand and it would not fit, so just, yeah, letting you know. I know the new high grade version allows you to do it, but this was 30-year-old kit, so you're not going to get that. Alright, so a bit of fitting. It's probably easier just to take off the backpack, honestly. Alright. And then place it back in. Let's take this off for now, just for the sake of this video. Alright. So now plugging this back in and really getting this peg into the giant Gatling, it's not easy. It limits the poseability of this kit. Pretty much means that you're only going to have a straight arm firing forward pose. You can't, yeah, this shoulder piece does slide in and out a little bit, something I forgot to mention. It's supposed to, it's designed that way. I think specifically for this pose. Alright, now let's just go ahead and take all the weapons out. Beam knife, alright, needs painting, lots of painting here. Open up that, open up these guys. Oof. Yeah, they do bump up against the head a little bit, so just be careful. Alright, everything exposed. Oh yeah, maybe slide the Gatling, no. So that's another thing, I guess. When you slide this down, it's going to hit up against the knife. Alright. Okay, in general, this looks like a pretty nice kit. It's just, you need a lot of work, honestly. And, if you don't care to do the work, then go for the high grade version. It's going to cost you 4 times as much, 5 times as much. Again, this was 500 yen when it originally came out. I don't know if you can still get that. These kits are hard to find these days. I know there's going to be a reissue of many of the kits, but I didn't see this one on the list. Yeah, so who knows? I mean, my opinion is that if you really like this design, go for the high grade one. If you're okay with it like I am, I think this non-grade will fit my, will satisfy me. The chin on it is a little long, so I'll probably sand that down just a little bit. But other than that, everything else I think looks great. All right, I'm going to try to do some comparisons here in a second. So first, you got the X Gundam. All right, orange feet out of the way. Yeah. You got, I got the Airmaster Burst, all from the same line. And then there's also the Double X Gundam. Hasn't aged very well. Quote unquote Grandpa Gundam. So you can see it's a little smaller. And I've seen pictures already that the new high grade version is the same size as this is a non-grade. So, say height-wise. It's a little skinnier slightly. But, yeah, I'm sure that's a great kit too. And then, last thing I want to compare is to its older brother, Heavy Arms. So this is also the kit from 1995. As you can see, it's a little more skinnier, more anemic. Let's also take a look at the high grade version of that if you'd like. So, yeah, it feels like this is the main guy and these two are supporting characters. But yeah, there's a lot of design similarities, obviously. I don't know quite the history of Gundam X designs. I mean, it could be that, might have been some leftover ideas from the series that they just threw into the Leopard. I don't know. A lot of people did have those complaints when this series first came out. But anywho, yeah, overall, generally a good kit. You know, not great, but you know, lots of work that needs to be done to make this thing look good. You know, to make it look accurate. The colors are slightly off. You know, the box art makes it look like a little more of a greenish color. This is more of a turquoise, in my opinion. Yeah, but if you're willing to put into work, I'm sure it'll be a really nice looking kit. I originally bought this kit thinking that I would do some modifications, make it a little more squared off in many ways, like the chest, fix up the shield on the shoulder or something, make it look, you know, like not like a piece of plastic, essentially, a little bulkier or something. But this design, this kit actually kind of grew on me. So after I built it, especially, I mean. So yeah, I mean, if you can pick it up for $5 even, definitely go for it. $10, maybe. I know, like, a lot of kits are getting inflated these days, but still not a bad kit. But yeah, it depends on how much work you want to put into this. Well, anyway, that's it for now. I hope you guys you know, enjoyed this video or learned a little something about this kit. Gives you some options as to the new high grade version that's out there, but yeah, but you know, if you want to do less, usually don't want to do all the work of painting and seam line removals, go for the high grade. But this is definitely still a good option. All right, well, that's it for now. See you guys then. Take care.